Hi, welcome to Midwest Magic Cleaning. My name is Karen Tino, and today we're going to do a house that has a pretty tragic backstory. I can tell you the basics, which is there was cancer, there was severe hoarding disorder, there was a death in the family, and then after that there was a collapse in the household, financially, emotionally. Let's talk about donations for a minute, because in all these videos that I do, I usually have a pretty sizable amount of people who get mad or at least get upset that we're not donating a bunch of items. This is typically coming from people who live in bigger areas than what we live in, bigger cities, and the methods of donating are much, much easier in a bigger city compared to the towns that we have around here that in some cases have a couple hundred people in them. So the problem that we run into is twofold. First is a method of getting those items to the places that need them. I drive a two-door car, and the places that take the donations won't come and get them, especially when they're out this far in the country. So you have to wrangle up somebody with a truck and usually a big trailer in order to get that stuff to the donation centers. However, the bigger issue is time. My time is finite because I'm doing this for free because the people who need my help need the help. They're in way over their head. They don't have the resources that I have, and they don't have the skill level that I have in order to get rid of this stuff in a timely manner. That process triples or quadruples the amount of time that we have to spend in these places because now we're sorting objects. And I agree with the people who say, I hate that all this ends up in landfills, but unfortunately, this is the product of hoarding disorder. This is the conclusion of it. When someone with hoarding disorder passes away, they leave this mound of stuff that is oftentimes broken and damaged and sometimes toxic, and the only thing that you can do with it is just throw it in a dumpster. It's an unfortunate reality that we deal with on pretty much every house that we clean. Well, why don't you just nope. I've done somewhere around 200 of these houses. There is no why don't you just. This is just me and my oldest son doing what we can with the time that we have. We just simply can't take a week-long job and turn it into a month-long treasure hunt. It would be even worse in this house because this is going to take us at least 3 weeks. Now, that's not to say that we never donate, because we do donate in a lot of these houses. When we can, we do. But unfortunately, this is just not one of those places. It all has to go. Though, to be perfectly honest, and I hope you'll forgive me for this, but I kept a paper towel holder from this house and a magnetic turtle. I know that puts me in a position of immorality in some of your minds, but sometimes temptation just is too much to withstand. I'm not apologizing for it.